Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting race of the Super Metroid SGLIVE 2023 Randomizer Tournament. Today we have Game 2 of Osse versus mm2nescartridge. I'm your commentator, I am Zeb316, and today I am joined by Glove. How you doing, Glove?
I'm doing really well. I'm super excited to see game 2 in this series. Game 1 was pretty sick. I think it really just came down to a couple choices, even if the time obviously didn't really reflect that.
Yeah, I mean, it was still reasonably close, about 2.5 minutes apart, but yeah, definitely, there were definitely some pretty big decisions, pretty big divergence between the two runners. I think that these two runners are both really, really solid runners. I know that you've been a big fan of Osse for a long time, and MM2 has also been really solid. Osse has taken a bit of a break from Super Metroid before this
Mm-hmm.
tournament. Just kind of came back for this tournament for the first time in about 2 years, I want to say. So
Has it really been that long?
I think it might even have been. No, I think 2 years. 2 years is right, I think.
Yeah. He has been doing various stuff with Map Rando on
hmm
working on balancing and also just playing a bunch of seeds. So it's not like he just hasn't been playing SM altogether, but I mean also, never count Aussie out. Obviously, he's my goat, but
hmm
never count M2 out either.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it should be a really, really good matchup. But we'll see what the first item is, if it's Vanilla Morph or if it's something else. It is Vanilla Morph. Both runners getting Yellow Morph. Bad omen to come. Of
Yeah,
things
so
to come.
true.
So we'll see if they get any power bombs. Generally, you do really want to get power bombs in one of these first two locations. And there is power bombs and supers. Power bombs let you check that meme route portal. You really don't want to abandon that portal because it is very difficult to get back to if it's something important. Yeah, MM2 messing up that D boost a bit. Nice backup there. It's kind of tough if you miss those first two D boosts to get a backup that doesn't involve waiting for the gamer to go all the way around.
Yeah, I've seen a few different ways that people have tried to deal with backing that up. And none of them are especially fun, honestly.
It's normally like a bit of a longer D boost if you're doing that, which normally means it's a bit more precise. But okay, and a missile. So we've got one of each miner to start the game. Kind of nice to have one of each miner. You probably would rather see either another power bomb or another super there, but not too bad to get your first missile. And we have Red Tower. Okay, so with all three miners, it looks like Osse is planning on going down and checking these miners first before going up and checking the elevator. I think this is fine. I'd probably just go up the elevator because it's a little faster and more efficient if you end up doing both anyway. But I think this is totally fine. Yeah, this elevator isn't a portal that they're going to want to follow, so Osse going to need to climb a little bit extra compared to MM2, but not a big time loss or anything. I guess I'm curious if we see either of these runners go for an early X-ray M1 E-Tank.
Yeah, it's definitely an awkward situation. For realistically, for the vast majority of runners, one E-Tank is the same as 0 E-Tanks for X-ray D-Boost.
Yeah, you get a little bit of extra safety. If you take like a single spike hit, then you're still fine with one E-Tank. Like specifically on the way back. but
Mm-hmm.
it's still pretty scary. With a save, I kind of expect that we see Osse do it, though. There's also like a 50% chance that you get an E-Tank there anyway, and you just don't have to worry about getting back. So we're gonna see the middle of Red Tower portal. Looks like okay. So pre-aqueduct. Still not gonna be able to follow that. So now the runners will have to decide whether they want to do this X-ray.
Yeah,
MM2
MM2
deciding not
skipping
to.
it. Osse's
Mhm.
going for it.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see if Osse has a one tank specific strat here. Like I haven't found any one tank specific strats that aren't incredibly risky.
Yeah, I was playing a little bit with the X-ray deboost, and I found that you can manage to get there on one less waiver hit. High jump. So
That's
that's an
super
item that you
awkward.
really want to keep, but you kind of have to turn it off here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what Osse decides to do to get back. Okay, so Torian. A lot of not followable portals so far.
Mm-hmm. And especially so many not followable portals in Red Tower means like there's a decent chance we have a somewhat bisected map.
Oh, Osse is doing... Okay, so Osse... I mean, this looks a little bit, like, safer, but you can just run over and get, Ooh. And that's where that E-Tank comes in.
Yeah.
There is a difference between 0 and 1.
Yeah, I like what he was doing there. Just intentionally taking hits from these fire fleas to give himself iframes.
This is interesting.
Okay.
I'm not sure I agree with this yet. I think you want those bottom Red Tower portals and you want Spazer before you do this.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I mean, you...
Like, imagine if you find green brain at the bottom of Red Tower anyway. Like, it's... I don't know. This is a little slow. Like, the bottom of Red Tower portals are pretty good. There are 3 of them right there. There is a save here, so if this is bad, it won't be that bad. And you do get the Mama Turtle check on the way down. Osse has 2 different ways that he can go about getting it, both of which I know that he can do. There is the Power Bomb bounce off the wall, and then there is a CWJ that you can do as well. So, if Osse runs out of Power Bombs, still could get this item. Just an E-Tank. I think you still want to try to grab that. With high jump, this timing is a little different, but it's a little more lenient than without. Oh, that was...
I don't... Okay, he's gonna be using all of his power bombs here. Like...
So that's fine, because there are crabs here.
That's true.
Ooh, Space Jump. That's actually a really nice item for MM2, because now MM2 gets to check Croc E-Tank without, like, having to worry, without having to save or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be good for Osse if he can manage to avoid taking hits here. From these pirates, they do a lot of damage. Ooh.
Yeah, really good morph there.
So here you want to wait for this pirate to be on the left side of the wall, so that it doesn't turn around when you land right next to it. Or left side of the platform. Oh, and hmm. Oh no. Yeah, that hit's not something you want to take. Ooh, but there's Green Bryn. So Osse gets to do this instead of doing a Croc. We'll see what's at Croc E-Tank. That's gonna be pretty big.
Hmm.
That being said, MM2 will get those high jump if 2 Portal is nothing. Oh, and Grapple. So 2 items to get X-Ray.
Yeah. And what this could mean, especially if the map does end up pretty bisected, is Osse could quite possibly avoid doing that croc, which is pretty huge.
Yeah, you are missing out on Space Jump and Grapple, but if if this is a seed that doesn't need them, then that's fine.
Yeah. I think missing out on space jump is a much bigger deal when you don't have high jump boots.
Yeah. I also think the Space Jump gets more... It kind of gets more valuable when you have gravity, but it also kind of gets more valuable when you completely skip gravity, so... Because I think the West Meridian is like the area that's the best in.
Absolutely. Wait, West Meridia?
Yep.
Oh, if you have gravity, yeah.
It's good in East Meridian if you don't have gravity as well. Yeah, Osse is in an awkward position here. You have to kind of check this miner and hope it's a power bomb. Otherwise, you're... Yeah, now you kind of have to... Also, Osse missed that charge. That's kind of big, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this is what you have to do here as Osse. Basically, you need to go back. Go from this side to the other side here of Green Brinstar. Get your power bombs up, and then do Wave Gate and charge. It does have the upside of if you find speed over here, then you can just like continue and get Waterway, but yeah, I think that charge is enough value for MM2 because I really don't see Osse getting back there almost ever. Like, I think that the map knowledge is also really big for MM2.
Right.
You know that you want to finish in East Meridia with this map. Okay,
Also, just knowing knowing 2 of the 3 terminal locations does change how you're going to route the seed potentially.
Yeah. We'll see if Osse goes straight back right. Oh, and interesting. Oh, Well, what's at the bottom of Green Bryn? Who's upper Norfair? Okay, so Osse isn't stuck no matter what. Ooh, and there is speed.
Oh, yeah.
So Osse will probably go up the elevator, find that portal, come back down, and do Green Brinstar top to bottom at that point. Yeah, I think that MM2 is just pretty ahead now. Has more portal information, has more items, and it's going to be like in like the same spot as Osse, maybe even ahead positionally. Is missing Mama Turtle. That's the one item that Osse has over MM2, but that was just a knee tank. Yeah, and I like Osse checking this first before going back for the other Green Bryn items.
I think you pretty much have to.
Mhm. I wonder if it's faster to follow down West Meridia again instead of going back through. I think it's probably faster to go back through Green Bryn.
Yeah, I feel like yeah.
It's kind of interesting though.
I think if you had gravity, it's faster to just fall down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll get to see what's at Wavegate now. MM2 is still picking up missiles. Might be thinking about Suitless LN play. Might be thinking about Fantoon with those missile pickups. Once you got charged, you kind of want to stop picking up missiles pretty early.
Yeah, I mean, I like the 20th missile regardless.
Mhm.
Like, once you're at 20, you are never going to have an awkward Fantoon. And also, there's just a lot of rooms throughout the game where it is convenient.
Oh my gosh, Osse got a small health from a 0 when he was on 0 power bombs.
That's absolutely insane.
And what happened to MM2?
They're just working on figuring out his restream.
Yep. Was a little worried about that for a second, but okay, so I think that both runners will very likely go into Upper North Air at this point. Osse, I think, will be ahead in E-Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there was another E-Tank at Charge, wasn't there? That's the one that MM2 is missing.
Yes. So Osse's going right for the short charge. Or no, he has high jump boots. He doesn't need the short charge.
Went for it anyway.
I mean, you gotta.
And is going to the left side first. I think there's a case to be made to go either side first. The right side does get you 3 items, and it leads you towards the left side at the end, which has 2 portals that you're more likely to want to follow. But it can get kind of awkward when you're on somewhat low energy, trying to check like wave, and the portal.
Yeah, it's a little awkward, regardless. I do tend to like the left side first when you have speed.
Yeah, I think you're not that likely to actually leave behind the Oval Mountain checks. Just because, like, I don't think there are that many portals you're following anymore. I guess criteria portals.
Yeah, even then, like, you're probably just following them to check another portal and then coming back.
Also, talked about MM2 having charged, but Osse's ammo is 35-45 right now. And MM2's ammo is actually, like, really similar.
Yeah.
I still think that MM2 is ahead because I think the portal knowledge is still important, but now I don't think it's
Right.
as bad as it was before for Osse. I think that Osse will have to go back to the bottom of Red Tower at some point. Now that I'm thinking about it, just for those portals.
I mean, he literally has to at some point
Oh
if he's
man,
going to complete the game.
I really don't agree with skipping those portals right here.
Yeah.
It's tough, but I just think that you need the portal information before you go over here, even if you're planning on going straight up and down the elevator. I wonder what item we see Aussie check first here. Ooh, another power bomb.
I would imagine reserve.
Yeah, I'd expect reserve, but
MM2 working more within expectations is just going to check these portals.
yeah, and this could be pretty big if it's a boss location. Well, not that boss
Okay.
location.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still big though. Like, if Aussie
Mhm.
doesn't get back here, Aussie's going to be missing the back of East Meridia, the back of Rex Ship, Cory and Croc. Like, oh
Oh
wow.
my god.
Okay, so
So that's kind of huge.
yeah. Oh man, this is really awkward for MM2 because if you had like full energy, you could do Ridley here, but MM2
Mhm.
doesn't.
Yeah, like you could go.
Ooh,
Hmm. So MM2's leaving. I wonder, or oh, he's just.
yeah, just getting some speed for Space Jump. Man, this is so awkward if it's Ridley here. I don't think you
Yeah,
leave to farm, but it just sucks. It,
agreed. If you're not leaving to farm, though, what are you doing?
I mean, no, I mean like before checking the boss.
Oh, right, okay. Because I
Like,
think
like
if this is
you,
Ridley, you just have to go back to Business Center farm and then
mhm.
go do this because it's just so isolated from everything else.
Yeah, but then it feels horrible if this is required later.
Yeah,
Um, when it's
and it's
Ridley.
Ridley.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I wonder if this is good for Aussie. A 15th power bomb. This is kind of go mode for Aussie. We know that with Ridley here. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Okay, that's. What are the odds Aussie goes straight back and checks Business Center, though?
What if this portal's Kraid and Aussie just like has to go back after that?
I mean, that's. Aussie kind of needs that.
Yeah, I don't know. Is this even good for Aussie? Like he really needs. God, the map info is so huge this race. Like
Yeah.
everything that MM2 like if this is the front of East Meridia, imagine. MM2
Hmm.
just knows not to do that. Like or maybe you do. Oh man. Also Aussie's still checking wave. I don't think I agree with that.
Yeah, what's. I mean, what's your best payout here?
Ice, charge, reserve.
With ammo like this, I think it's just ice.
Yeah. I mean Spring Ball's cool.
Hey, Spring Ball's cool.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, I really don't like that check. I think that's like a minute. I think that MM2's ahead still.
Yeah, I completely agree.
So, oh man, yeah, Osse needed to back out. So I think best case scenario for Osse, the back goes to Chronic Boost. Or the back's
We
sprayed.
already know Chronic Boost, don't we?
Oh, do we? Oh yeah, we do. Yep. So the back needs to be crayed for Osse.
Yeah.
If the back's crayed, then I think Osse is ahead.
Mm-hmm.
MM2 going to this location first is going to save a little time.
Also, yeah, as chat kind of points out, the fact that we have not seen any of Criteria is kind of insane. Like, nearly every unchecked portal between our two runners is going to lead back to Criteria.
Yeah, how many portals were we missing? 1, 2, 3.
I think at this point, every portal either leads back to Criteria or there's Criteria to Criteria portal.
I think. Where does Crab Hole? We haven't seen Crab Hole, right?
We have not.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yep, you're right. There are 4 portals left. They all go back to Criteria.
Or Criteria goes to itself.
Yep. So MM2 now has to go back to that wreck ship. So what's the route here for Osse, I guess? I think that so you go out the back, you find Criteria. I think you do Crade. Okay, I think that you can go back in through West Meridia. Yeah, I think this might. So Osse will go. Oh wow, and it's Ice Beam there. I don't think that we see MM2 check that.
Yeah, probably not. I just can't. I can't really see a portal layout that favors Osse here, though. Like, I don't know how you make up for the fact that you're leaving behind.
I think you really need Dragon not to be vanilla. I think you need Dragon to be in grade. And then you go through West. Oh man, no, you're gonna probably do East Meridia when you find it.
Right.
I mean, you can kind of like figure out the portals if you're Osse. Because there will be 3 portals left and 3 Red Tower portals. For him once he's checked all of Criteria. If he finds East Meridia as the last one, but you still kind of have to do East Meridia. You just like can't, because you can't bet that Dragon just isn't vanilla. I don't think. So you really don't want to be like ideally you would want to do Meridia back to back at the end. I think if you're Osse, to have the route work out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Osse's also doing LN back to back. Or, oh no, he came in the front.
Yeah.
Right.
So Osse will either need. I think that we'll see Osse go probably front to back East Meridia, if I had to guess. Maybe not. I think it'll depend on whether Dragon's vanilla or not. Okay, so there is the first criteria portal. Another super. This seed is just...
Yeah, so now that charge really means nothing.
I mean, Osse should stop picking up ammo now. This is plenty. Yep, there's East Meridia. So I... Osse really needs to go front to front here. Really badly. With where Kraid is.
From his knowledge, though, I feel like that's pretty unreasonable.
So if Dragon's not vanilla, I don't think it's unreasonable to go front to front. If Dragon's vanilla, you probably do front to back. So we'll get to see... I think that Osse wants this for baby skip.
Yeah.
That's the... I'm not sure it's worth the time to pick it up, but I don't really like turning off ice there. I don't think you're making that much use of your beam anyway for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could... Well, no, you can't really live the dream of finding, like, missile. Charge somewhere.
MM2 being on 40-60 is kind of crazy to me. Okay, so it's Fantoon here. So that's really good for Osse. That means Dragon is at Kraid. And you know what else is really good for Osse? Oh, no. Never mind. Yeah, this route works really well for MM2 because you can do back-to-back LN, then front-to-back East Meridia.
Yeah, like, that's the thing, is I feel like every route that can be good for Osse is just better for MM2.
Yeah, I think the best-case scenario, Osse goes out the front, does Kraid, goes into West Meridia, goes to Green Bryn to Upper Norfair over to Wreck Ship, and then goes back out, I guess, single or chronic boost, maybe? Yeah, I think that MM2 just has a better route. It's just not... There's not a route that's good enough for Osse, I don't think, and MM2 has all the map knowledge, so...
Osse is doing front to front.
No, not necessarily. Dragon's not dead, so...
Oh, right,
I mean, I think that Osse will do front to front, but... You got a lot of bad portals remaining. You got Croc, you got Torian. I guess you got 2 really bad portals remaining. Nice X-ray. And then M2 picking up that last super. That's enough ammo for not having charge, so I expect that we won't see MM2 pick up any more ammo from here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, 15 power bombs and no ice. Like, you're not even worried about getting screwed on drops because you're not using ammo in Turian.
And you have charge, even if you did get screwed on drop somehow.
Right.
So I guess the thing is, Osse... So, I'm trying to, like, look at Osse's best case scenario, and the problem is there's just, the possibility that Osse goes to the bottom of Red Tower before, single chamber. I think you probably go to single chamber first. Or, not single chamber, business center first.
Hmm.
Yeah, you don't really need drops. It's Osse here. So they both have 1 boss to go. I think Osse's route to Torian's just too much worse, though.
Yeah.
Osse, you really don't need any more ammo. Yeah, I don't like checking this either. Phaser, sick.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really get the rationale for Aussie still checking stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing remaining that's very good. Space Jump is probably the best thing outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Osse needs to go through this Main Street portal and not up to Pre-Aqueduct here. We know that, Osse doesn't, so... Yep, and this is...
I mean, it kind of just makes sense. Go to the place with 3 portals.
Yeah. I guess it is, like, they're pretty close. But, like, even in terms of time, I think. This might even be a little faster, yeah. Yeah, this just really, like... Again, this is why you, when you're in Business Center, you check that portal. Those portals.
Mm-hmm.
You just are never getting back there, so if they're important...
I think it's also awkward here making the decision between bottom of Red Tower and Business Center in that you can't be like, well, okay, if what I need is at the bottom of Red Tower, my opponent probably already checked it, because, like, regardless, you have a really good idea. Your opponent has checked these portals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this just loses a bunch of time for Osse checking these now. And I think that Osse will also... It is not a big amount of time, but Osse will lose a little bit of time checking the back of back of Wreckship Portal first before the front.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, and I think that this is probably better for Osse than going back into West through Green Bryn and then to Croc.
Yeah, I think so, even with the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you would have had to go through a bit of Green Bryn.
Mm-hmm. A bit of Green Bryn, a good bit of West Meridia too. I am curious where this race would have ended up if Osse had gone to Business Center first, now that I'm seeing this, though. I wonder if this is faster, the way the Osse's going.
If I had to guess, I would say without Space Jump, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's probably pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think if... Well, seeing this, I'm kind of inclined to say... If Osse went to Business Center first before the bottom of Red Tower, I think this is, like, dead even.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think that... I think either way, it's about the same amount of time to get to whichever. And then the amount of time that Osse has, spent getting from Torian to Wreckship is about the same amount of time as the time that Osse would have spent going the other way, too.
Mm.
So I think that Osse would be a little behind with ice.
Yeah, I guess there is the ice, that's true.
As is, I think that Osse is behind by like 3 minutes, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I will say also, Osse would have had a much easier baby skip than MM2 just because of the beam combo.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder, does MM2... I don't think MM2 does the power bomb baby skip.
I don't think so. Is there a way to make that work without spring ball?
Yeah, you like you do the baby skip as normal, and then you lay a power bomb.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I mean, if you're gonna get caught, it's better to
Mhm.
do it pretty close to the start. Alright, nice second try, speed zap skip.
Mhm. Really important to get that with this beam combo enamel.
Right. It's something, too, that can be really easy to just keep messing up if you get, like, off your timing. Nice D-boost into M3 there.
Yep, and MM2 is through, so that should do it for game 2. I think that these games are going to end up being like pretty similar in terms of how far apart the runners finish.
Yeah. Kind of obnoxious drops for Osse, by the way.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter because Osse picked up like
A million.
10 more supers than he needed, but...
I guess now he looks a bit more justified in picking up those extra supers.
I think Osse will still have like 7 supers of leeway here. Maybe even 8. Yeah, I think it is 8.
But yeah, like you said, this should just be a game 3, which will be happening right after this.
Yep. Yep, this is a speed high jump escape, so should be pretty easy here for MM2. No wall jumps required in climb, so.
Alright, and with that, MM2 NES cartridge will be finishing in first place with an official racetime.gg time of 51 minutes and 24 seconds. GG.
Yep, GG to MM2. Osse will be finishing it out as he is very close to the end. We'll probably check out what items we missed in the credits. I feel like this is like a 30 super seed. Maybe even like just so many supers in this seed. It was pretty crazy, but
yeah. I mean, not even much to be looking for in the credits. Really just plasma. Like Bomb, Spring Ball are nice.
yeah. Yeah, plasmas. Yeah, that's it, basically. Basically just looking at the ammo distribution. I think it's funny that MM2 is the one who found charge and didn't find any of the other beams. And Osse found all the other beams, but not charge. $26 supers. 30, 26, 10. That's a little super heavy, but not as super heavy as I would have expected from the seed.
Yeah. Honestly, 10 power bombs is kind of surprising.
Yeah, we only saw 3 of them, I think.
And with that, Osse does finish with an official racetime.gg time of 53 minutes and 52 seconds. GG to Osse.
Yep, GG to Osse.
And we do have a little more than 7 minutes till the next race starts. Kind of nice when the runners take less than 10-minute break. So we're gonna be getting pretty much right back into it.
Yep, so don't go anywhere. Like Love said, we will be back in just about 6 minutes, 7 minutes, so stay tuned for Game 3, and we will see you then.